Welcome back to Rust. Today we're going to have a quick look at the Dome, or the Sphere Tank as it's called in game. It's one of the original monuments. It's been in the game for as long as I can remember there's been monuments. It's fairly popular, has good loot, and is surprisingly easy to get around. I know some people that I've played with for absolutely ages had not used the Dome at all in order to get early game loot, but it's actually quite easy. It looks intimidating. It's a bit of there's a bit of jumping involved, but it's all pretty easy. So the first thing to know is you can't go in there naked. I'm currently wearing shirt, pants, boots, bandana and a mining hat, but generally all you need to know is you need to be wearing clothes. You don't need a red suit. I think you may have needed a red suit in the past, but as the game has developed, that's no longer the case. You can get as far as here naked. So let's head on in. So on every level there's a bit of loot. It's generally components and scrap. There's quite a few different places that you need to look, but it's all fairly easy to access. Sometimes the boxes double up like this. Sometimes you get a gun. There's nothing much down there, as you can see. So if you just continue around the outside of the dome, the path is pretty easy to find your way around. It's very linear. When you get to this point, just run and jump again. It's easy peasy once you've done it a few times. And for the next bit, just line up the bar with your inventory slots and you should be okay. And once you come in here, you'll find two more boxes. Hey, look, there's a red suit. Another doubler. And then, if you're feeling brave and you think it might be worth it, you can get this box down here. So, through this corrugated metal, just underneath you can see where the bar is. If you just jump up at that point, you'll be perfectly in line with the support and you can just run down there. Very unexciting loot. And then just run back. Now for here, run down this slope, making sure you're in line with this bar. And just jump across. And then it's plain sailing all the way up, where you'll find, if you're lucky, 4 green crates. So that's a pretty typical loot run for the Dome. We got a bunch of components, double barrel shotgun in pretty bad condition, tech trash, laptop and an SMG body. Quite often you'll find high-end blueprints up here, but not on this occasion. So to get down, you've got several options, the first of which is to just retrace your steps. It's not that difficult, except for one bit, which is the bit where you jump from the bar onto the platform here. So what I generally do is, rather than starting from the platform, I step down onto the bar and then run and jump. Now I don't know why, but that seems easier than running from the platform. I don't know whether the little drop puts me off somehow, but that's how I do it. And then you just run back down. Only this time you've got an inventory full of loot, so no pressure. So as I said, there's a variety of different routes you can take. I'm going to show you all of them in this how-to. This is probably the most straightforward, although you do run the risk of running into other players coming up as you go down. But that's a risk anywhere in this game. And there you go, you're down. The second route is a bit of a leap of faith. Instead of going back into the dome here, just walk off of there, walk off of there, jump down here, and you're back on the ground. So that cuts out quite a bit of the route through the dome. I think that gets you down onto the ground quite a bit quicker, but it's not the quickest way down. Our third route, from the top of the dome, once again a bit quicker than the last. When you get to this platform, jump to here, then to there, onto this rim. Bit of glitching going on, but onto that rim, and then just step down, and then you'll recognise where you are. Just run down this pole. And you're down onto the ground again. So, as you can see, that is a considerably quicker way of getting down. But once again, still not the fastest. So that brings us neatly to the fastest way down. It's also the most risky. You'd only really want to do this if you've got problems with people trying to kill you. So, follow these tubes to this barrier, jump up onto it, and try not to fall off, but just very slowly crouch down, follow this tube down to the to this pipe here, and then when you get here, step forward into the gap between the two pipes, and when you're ready, crouch, and you'll fall down. But if you press forwards into the pipe, you'll land at the bottom. You'll take a bit of damage, as I have there, but you'll land at the bottom in fairly good health and able to run away. Straight into that bore, probably. So there you go. That's the 4 ways of getting from the top of the dome to the bottom alive. Obviously there's always the option of just jumping off the top, respawning in a bag nearby, and recovering your loot, assuming it's still there. That's it really. So that's everything at the dome. There's a couple of little buildings around the outside, one of which holds a small oil burner, and obviously there's oil barrels dotted around the underneath of the dome. But all of that's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, I hope it's been useful. If you've got any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. Rate the video and subscribe if you want more content like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.